Hey guys, Dino here. So today we are doing an unboxing, and it's a mystery. I don't know what this is. It literally does not say where it's from. Now, I have a few skateboards that I've ordered. Pretty sure I know which one this is, but I'm just having some fun. So let's get this thing unboxed, you guys. Let's get to it. Alright guys, let's see what we got here. Oh, it's what I thought it was. It's what I thought it was. Okay. Oh my god. Alright guys, so what we have here is the loaded Coyote. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. Look at those purple wheels. That is nice. Wow. I'm just going to admire this with you guys for a moment. Look at that, you guys. Look at that dark wood right there. It said mild grip tape. This is pretty grippy. .65 millimeters. First spin right there, you guys. Look at that. Second spin. Not bad for, no break-in yet. A little noisy there. So a little bit of backstory with this before I get to the details on this. So I ordered the board, and I did the I ordered it. I didn't do like a complete. I did it separate because they do have a couple options on there. They have a free ride option, and I believe they have a carving option. And I didn't go with either. I did the custom build, custom setup because I wanted to do my own kind of thing, So yeah, let's go ahead and get you guys a closer look at the deck here and go over the specs. So that was the unboxing though, guys. That thing is it's beautiful. Look at that. Just my initial impressions of this. Speechless, literally speechless. Like, I love the mild kicktail here personally for me because it's more of a cruiser board here. I like also there is a nose, but again it's not a large nose. I like how it's kind of concaved here on the front, so that way, because a lot of times if I'm writing this board here, it's got much more of a nose, and yeah, so sometimes if I step even just a little bit on the nose, it comes up, and that's no fun. So yeah, I like the mild concave there. I'm loving these orangutans, these fat frees. I loving them. So let's get you guys a closer look at the deck here, and go over the specifics. Hey guys, welcome back. That was a fun unboxing. I truly didn't know what was inside the box, and I did order it from the Loaded website directly. So anyways, here we go. So right now you're taking a look at my orangutan wheels. These are these are the fat-free wheels, the 65 millimeter 83A with a 37 millimeter contact patch. Now the nice thing about these is that they are rounded off, It says that they're rounded. They have rounded lips with a stone ground surface. Then now here we're taking a look at the deck. The first thing I want to talk about is the profile of the deck. It's a rocker profile, which just I absolutely 100% love, way more than I thought I would. The deck itself is 30.75 inches long with a width of 8.375 inches. Now, one of the most unique things about this is the very mild but purposeful tail and the nose. Now, they're not very pronounced, but they are extremely functional. What I also love is that there's a slight concave at the tail and on the nose, which are perfect for placing your feet. So now we'll take a look at the underside of the deck here. And although it's just slightly shorter than the deck next to it, it has a much more stable wheelbase. Here you're taking a look at the my Paris trucks. I opted for the V3s as a custom build as opposed to the V2s, which would have came on the freestyle setup. So in regards to the wheelbase on this is at 17.5 inches versus my the board which is next to it, which is the Palo Peralta Stadium reissue deck, and that's at 31.5 inches long with a wheelbase of 14.5 inches. So I have an extra 3 inches of wheelbase, which makes it way more stable despite being a much narrower deck. Then of course we have the longboard, which doesn't compare, but we have it here because it all just want to get a chance to look at all three profiles. Let's just enjoy these beauties. Well, I hope you enjoyed that footage and information. So one thing I forgot to show you guys during my unboxing were these awesome stickers that I got from Loaded. These are pretty cool. I wasn't expecting those, but they fell out of the box. They fell face down, and honestly I just assumed it was because it has their address information on the back. It also talks about the warranty, which is important. So I didn't bother picking it up. Once I was done filming, I picked it up and saw all these awesome, super cool stickers. So I got one on this board here, Loaded. I love the colors. I love these colors, honestly. These are like so summery. These are my colors, you guys. These are my colors. Now, in regards to the design of the board, so obviously one of the things that for one, I'll say that there's not a lot of reviews on this board. But the design for me, the main feature I love is the rocker style deck, right? I love that. It's amazing, honestly, going from the old school style deck or even the longboard to the rocker. Even though it's so much more narrow than both of these boards, I feel just as stable on this as I do on the longboard. It's crazy. Except I don't have the flexi deck that you have with the longboard, which obviously is nice. You know, I guess it's a personal preference. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my flexi bamboo deck. My carbon fiber deck here does have some flex to it. No flex. So yeah, it just depends, personal preference. It does have a beefy tail, so they list it as a beefy tail. Take a look. It's pretty stout. It's not, it doesn't have it like a, let me see, let's take a look at this one. So this one here, you take a look, you see it's, maybe you get a better view from the back. So the board here is at one height, and then as you get to the tail or the nose, it starts, it's a popsicle board, so, it starts decreasing in the width. Now on this one here, the tail is so short, but it doesn't have time to taper very much. So it's just the same width, and then it rounds off. And then again, you don't have very pronounced of a tail, but it is still there, and it's still usable, functional. So there's that. Let me see. Again, I think I mentioned the mild grip tape, but they describe it as what do they say? It's provides excellent maneuverability and leverage for slides and street freestyle tricks. So I would say that's true. I mean, even though they call it a mild grip tape, this grip tape is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty solid. It's I would say it's more solid than the grip tape on my longboard here, which has a clear grip tape. So yeah, let's see here. One other little fun fact is that I didn't know this until after I purchased it. This is technically, you guys, the loaded Coyote. The Coyote here is Loaded's first 7-ply maple skateboard. Yeah, it's our first 7-ply maple skateboard. So obviously some of their other skateboards, they've got fiberglass, or they have the basalt now. So I mean, all totally awesome stuff. But yeah, this is the first 7-ply maple skateboard. It says the Coyote's custom layup provides thicker cross veneers and that provide an optimal stiffness. So whatever that means, I don't know too much what that means. Another thing about the graphics, you guys, here, let's just talk about the graphics here. The graphics do technically look a lot better in person. Like when you see it online, maybe we see it in pictures. I don't know, at least for me, like I didn't think it was overly impressive. I was just more drawn to the quality of the board and the capabilities of the board, not necessarily, the styling of it. But once I received it, I don't know, maybe it's what matched with the purple orangutans or what, and the black hardware, the black trucks. But I love it, you guys. It looks so much better in person. So is there anything else I wanted to go over? Yeah, let's talk about my rider experience. So I don't want to read this to you guys, but I don't want to forget anything either. So as far as my rider experience, so honestly, it's very comfortable. When I first stood on the board, it was the first thing that came to mind as soon as I put my foot on it, and I stood on one foot on it. That was the first thing I did. I didn't try to ride it. I didn't try to push. I just got on my. I'm a regular, so I put my left foot on the board, and I wanted to see if I can balance on it. And I was able to balance on it the first try. I just put my foot on there. That concave, the rocker profile came together seamlessly, perfect balance on it. Let's see. And so I guess for me, when in my notes here, I talked about the difference between like this board and this board here, which is a great board. I love this. I mean, honestly, I do love this board a lot. Super wide, 10 inches wide, it tapers. You got a tail and a nose. It's directional still. Anyways, getting back to what I was talking about. So as far as comfortability, so hopping on this thing when I'm riding it, when I'm pushing, it does not take long for me to start getting foot fatigue. Like my foot starts getting tired within 15-20 minutes of pushing on this thing. And I've been practicing a lot because I'm still learning. I'm still a beginner. Haven't even really started attempting any tricks yet. All I've been doing is doing really long sessions with this board and then the long board, just getting comfortable with them, just riding them around. I finally went off my first curb with a long board. I haven't tried it with this board yet. So these are things I need to work up to. But yeah, as far as the comfortability level between this one and this one here, it was really night and day. Right, I originally had larger wheels. I had 69 millimeter wheels, and now I have 58s because I kept getting wheel bite. That didn't really have anything to. I mean, having the larger wheels, even having the larger wheels, didn't improve the comfort. I still was getting really bad foot fatigue. But on this guy, I rode it for 2.5 miles. I had no foot fatigue with the Coyote. So it was amazing in that regard. Let's see. Also, another thing that I noticed is that on this board compared to the other 2 or 3 boards here, I don't know if it's the harder wheels that I went with, because 78A Now this, honestly, this is the kid's board. This is not our board, so I don't ride this hardly ever, or ever. I've rode it maybe once or twice, but this one compared to these two. Now this one has a really high rolling speed. I got on this one. The first thing I noticed is it had a high rolling speed, but it doesn't. It has a good continuous roll, but it's when I got on this one, it's so much different. This is smooth, feels good, it's comfortable as far as like the wheels go, aside from, like I said, the foot fatigue. But on this guy, even with the 83A wheels, it's amazing. I start carving on this guy and I can feel it. I can feel in the carves, the pre-carves, you know, I can feel it. If I had a little bit more speed, or if I was in an appropriate setting, or had different gear on, I could have slid this thing no problem. So I loved that. And then the other thing was the cruising speed on this. The cruising speed on this is amazing. I'm, you know, still trying to learn. I did do the classic mistake going from the longboard to this board, because I'd been riding the longboard until this got delivered, and of course I got so excited I had to take it out. Kept my foot a little bit too close and hit the back wheel and went flying off. That's the only sort of issue I had, and that wasn't the board's fault. That's my fault. I hit the back wheel. That's rider error. So other than that, this thing had an amazing rolling speed, and it did not slow down very quickly, which I loved. I was able to push, pump and carve, maintain my rolling speed. I loved it. So yes, yeah, I think that's about it. As far as my initial impressions, the only other thing I want to say is I love this skateboard. It exceeds all my expectations, far exceeds my expectations. Honestly, you guys, I was tentative because I love the Omakase, and I am gonna get that deck. I will have it. I didn't get it yet. I wanted to try a bunch of different things, so I have some land yachts coming as well, and I think there's 4 of them coming. So tugboat, blunt, turbo, flight, and one other one. Turbo, flight, blunt, tugboat. Turbo, tugboat, blunt. Oh, and then the ATVX Ditch Life, the Night Fox. I love that design. So yeah, so I have 4 land yachts coming, and I'm gonna do a comparison against the Loaded. So we'll see how it goes. But for now, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my my review of the board. Hope my insights into my experience, my initial experience, were valuable. Maybe answered any questions you might have. Yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Otherwise, if you made it this far in the video, hey, I appreciate a like, you guys. If not, not a big deal. I really just do this because I enjoy it. It's fun. I love creating content. I love trying new things. So yeah, so hope you're all having a great day, and get out and skate, guys, or get in the gym. And stay safe, stay strong, skate hard, and we'll see you guys next time.